Aloha mai kako o ke ia o Lokelani a mahalo no kanana mai I ke ia vikio. E hanana wau I ke ia vikio no ke kōkua ana I ko'u mau hoa aloha a me ko'u mau hoa hanau. I ko lākou a o mai I ka olelo Hawaii. A ka a ole wau, he kumu olelo Hawaii, he haumana olelo Hawaii au. A ka make no wau e kōkua. So he papa olelo Hawaii ka mākou. We have a small community class, and in this community class, we go over Olelo Hawaii. So in this video, I'm actually going to be covering what we've covered in our class up to now. And if you are not a part of our class, no worries, because you can still utilize this video to practice and to practice your Olelo Hawaii. Okay, so the most important thing, in my opinion, to start with is going to be introductions, because in learning any language, it is all about speaking it. And if we can't even get into a conversation or we can't respond to somebody who is speaking to us, then we're never going to get past that initial, start of the conversation. We're never going to be talking. So let's get the initial intros pa'a, so that you can feel comfortable when somebody initially asks you pehea oi, or owai koi noa, or nohea mai oi, or noho oi I hea. When they ask you those things, so you don't feel like a deer in headlights. And, the honest truth is you can learn these things in class all day, all night. You can have it on all of your pepas, your mau pepas. But if you don't practice these things, if you don't verbalize it in real time with real people, and even if you feel like you're saying it wrong, if you don't go through none of that, you're never going to be able to pa'a that language. So I encourage you to practice this. And as you go through this video, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me certain things. So you can also pause this video. Like when I say something, you can pause the video and you can practice it out loud, and then you can continue the video on. So how do you say, what is your name? Go ahead. If you know how to say what is your name, pause this video right now, say it out loud. And the way you say what is your name is owai ko inoa. Owai ko inoa. Owai ko inoa. Say it with me. Owai ko inoa. Hana ho. Owai ko inoa. Hana ho. Owai ko inoa. Yes. Language is about repetition and saying things over and over and over again, so you can pa'a that thing and make it stick. So owai ko inoa is how you ask, what is your name? It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Owai ko inoa. So if you meet somebody and you want to know what their name is, what will you ask them? Say it with me. Owai ko inoa. Right on. And when you reply, what is your reply when somebody asks you that question? Let me ask you the question right now, and I want you to reply to me with your name. Ready? I'm going to ask you, owai ko inoa. Did you reply with O, your name, ko'u inoa? So the reply would sound like olokelani ko'u inoa. Olokelani ko'u inoa. Now say it with me, but put your name in there. O ko'u inoa. Say it with me. I'm going to say my name. You say your name. Olokelani ko'u inoa. Hana ho. Olokelani ko'u inoa. Hana ho. Say it loud. Olokelani ko'u inoa. Hana ho. Olokelani ko'u inoa. I'm going to ask you, and I want you to answer me. Ready? Owai ko inoa. Did you answer me with your name? Okay, awesome. So that's a simple interchange. I know, right? It doesn't seem that simple when you're in class, but that is how simple it is. So let's go through this one more time. I want you to ask me what my name is, and then I will ask you what your name is and give you a second or two to answer. You ready? You're going to ask me what my name is, and it's owai ko inoa. Ready? Go. Olokelani ko inoa. Owai ko inoa. Did you do it? Okay, let's try again. You ask me what my name is, I will answer you, and then I will ask you what your name is, and you reply to me. Ready? Ask me. Olokelani ko inoa. Owai ko inoa. So you just learned how to ask somebody what their name is and how to answer, and if they ask you. Okay, so that's something that I want you to practice. If you have to practice that over and over with your pakana, then go practice. Go get a partner. If you have to give them a paper to tell them to answer you or to ask you, they can read it. But I need you to practice this, because this is basics. You should be able to say, my name is, and what is your name? Got it? Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next thing. No hea mai oe. Now that question means, where are you from? I'm just going to talk a little bit about this so you understand it, because oftentimes when people are learning the Hawaiian language, they get very confused about the concept of where you're from and where you live. If you're born and raised here in Hawaii and somebody asks you, hey, where are you from? What does that mean? Where are you from? Where are you from? That usually means, right? Where are you originally from? So if somebody were to ask my mom, right? Hey, Lucy, where are you from? What would she say? I should say, originally I'm from Molokai, but I live Honolulu. I live Oahu many years of my life. Raised my kids there, 5 kids, everybody over here at Oahu. But I'm originally from Molokai, right? So that's the idea of the Hawaiian, where are you from? And it's actually really important culturally because being, raised in islands, people can get to know a lot about you based on where you were raised or where your parents were raised, because there's all these family connections. Because I may be from here, but my grandma is from Molokai, my grandpa is from the Big Island, this kinds of things. And then you may find somebody that you think you have no connection, but then you find out that your grandmothers were raised in the same place. Like that happens to us all the time. And then they actually know your family, and then you have that connection, and then that's how you create that familiarity with them, even though you just met them. Maybe in the English culture, it's based more on hobbies. English culture, when you meet people, you have that familiarity based on what somebody's hobby is. So you get to know what they like to do. And you're like, oh, you like that? Oh, I do this. So maybe also it's based on work, what you do for work. But in the Hawaiian culture, it's different. It's based on where somebody is from, where they're raised. And then sometimes too, you can almost get a sense of their ano or their personality. If somebody was raised on this mokopuni as opposed to this mokopuni, because they have a different, different style about them, because maybe people on this side of the island was raised a certain way and this side, and we're not profiling in any way, but this allows us actually to find familiarity with people. So it's important for you to understand, if somebody asks you, no he mai oe, we'll go through that, where are you from? That immediately what comes to mind is the place you were raised, the birthplace, the place where you were birthed. And of course, so there's a lot connected to that in the Hawaiian culture. I don't have to get into that. But no he mai oe, the question in Olelo Hawaii, is connected to the culture. And the question actually is asking, where are you originally from? So even people who maybe come over, let's say, wehele mai oe from California. And let's say, you've come from California, but you're living in Pearl City. If somebody asks you, no he mai oe, you're not going to say I'm from Pearl City, because you're actually not originally from Pearl City. You're actually from California. So you'd say I'm from California, but then you could say I'm living in Pearl City. And then from that point on, maybe they would say, oh, how many years have you been here? Oh, and then it would continue the conversation. So do you know where you are originally from? I hope you do. And do you know where you are currently living? Right? You do. So you know where you're from, you know where you're living. In my case, I am still living in the neighborhood that I am from. So I would say, no mananauka mai au, a noho au I mananauka, because I love this place. So where are you from? And where are you currently living? I really want you to get this clear, because if you can get this clear and get through this part, then you can continue on in your language and your conversations with people instead of get stuck. Oh, wait, I'm from here. I'm no here. What you said? No, all of this thing. So I want you to watch this over and over. So I'm going to give you the phrase, the question that you can ask somebody or that may be asked to you, right? It goes both ways. So you have to know how to say it, and you also have to know how to identify it when somebody asks you that. So the question is, no he mai oe. No he mai oe. Hanaho? No he mai oe. Walao mai, say it with me. No he mai oe. No he mai oe. Hanaho? No he mai oe. Yourself? Hanaho? Walao mai me ka leo nui, say it loud. No he mai oe. So you were asking somebody, no he mai oe. It's like somebody asking your mom, Lucy, where are you from? No he mai oe. Okay? Say it with me. Ask me. Ready? Ask me. Go. No mananauka mai au. I just answered you. I'm from Mananauka. Ask me again. No he mai oe, and I will answer, no mananauka mai au. Oh, me. Okay, so now let me ask you where you're from. Do you know where you're from? Do you know where you were born and raised? Okay, so I'm going to ask you, no he mai oe. Then you answer, no, the place you're from, mai au. Au is me. Hanaho, no, mai au. So I'm going to say my place and you say your place with me. Ready? No mananauka mai au. Hanaho, no mananauka mai au. Now you say it. Again. No, the place you're from, mai au. So it's no, the place you're from, mai au. I want you to look at your notes if you need to confirm what the words are that I am saying. If you practice this over and over, you're going to say it correctly. If you practice it only in your mind and you don't practice it a lot, you won't say it correctly. So it really comes down to practice. So if you have to watch this over and over and practice with me, then practice with me. Okay, it's not o, it's no. So say it again. I'm going to ask, where are you from? Say that with me. No hea mai oe. Again. No hea mai oe. Again. No hea mai oe. Your turn. Your turn. Together. No hea mai oe. And the answer is no, the place I'm from, mai au. So place you're from. Ready? Makauko? Okay. No mananauka mai au. No mananauka mai au. Hanaho? No mananauka mai au. Walao mai? Were you able to say it? Hanaho? Okay. So you just learned how to say no hea mai oe. You're asking that question. No hea mai oe. Let me ask you. Let me see if you got it. Ready? No hea mai oe. Did you answer me? If you didn't, pause this. Go look at your paper and look at your answer and say it with me again. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you 5 times. I want you to answer me 5 times. No hea mai oe. 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 So I hope you were answering me. I hope you were not copying me because I'm actually asking you a question. And your answer is no, the place you're from, mai au. Okay? All right. So we're moving along. Now the next part of the intros that I want to go over is where you're currently living. So this is important. You know, back in the old Hawaiian days, people, they were born and raised in the same place. But now, you know, we move around. So the question for where do you live is noho oi I hea? Noho oi I hea? Noho oi I hea? Where do you live? Noho means to live. Oi is you and iha is where. Okay, so let's do it together. Walao mai. Say it with me. Noho oi I hea. Again, noho oi I hea. Hanaho. Noho oi I hea. Where do you live? Noho oi I hea. So let's say somebody tell my mom, Lissy, where are you originally from? Where are you from? She says, oh, I'm from Molokai. And then they say, where you live? Where you live now? Oh, I live Pro City. Many years, right? So let's ask that. Where are you from? Excuse me. Where do you live? Noho oi I hea. Hanaho. Noho oi I hea. Hanaho. Noho oi I hea. And the answer is noho wo I, the place you live. So for me, it's noho wo I mananauka. Noho wo I mananauka. Noho wo I mananauka. Now let's try it together, but I want you to say the place that you're currently living. Do you know where you're currently living? Okay, awesome. You ready? The phrase is noho wo I, the place you're currently living. I'm going to say mananauka. Don't say mananauka unless you are currently living here. Ready? Makaukau. Aoya. Noho wo I mananauka. Hanaho. Noho wo I mananauka. Hanaho. Noho wo I. Hanaho. Noho wo I. Are you saying it? Say it with me. Noho wo I mananauka. Awesome. Okay, so let's practice together. I'm going to ask you where you're from by asking you noho oi I hea. And I want you to answer the question noho wo I mananauka, or your place where you're living. Okay, I'm going to ask you. Let's just try this practice run. Ready? Noho oi I hea. Noho oi I hea. Noho oi I hea. Yes, I'm asking the same question, so you need to answer the same thing. Noho wo, I live, I, the place you live. So if you live in Waianae, it would be Noho wo I Waianae. Noho wo I Waianae. Noho wo I Waianae. Let's say it together. Noho wo I, the place you live. I'm going to ask you again. Nohea mai oe. Nohea mai oe. Nohea mai oe. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Awesome. So those are 3 things that you've just learned, 3 sentences. And you've also learned 3 things culturally based on the language. So you learn how to ask somebody what their name is. You know how to ask them where they're from. And you understand that when you're asking them in the Hawaiian language where they're from, you're not asking them where they live. You're asking them where they were born and raised. And then, or originally from. And then you're asking where they currently live. And then I want you to know how to ask those questions and then also answer those questions. So if you check in your notes, you're going to see that there is a dialogue. And even if you don't have the notes, then you can create that dialogue yourself based on this Vikio. Because it's through that dialogue that you're going to start getting familiar. And we want to get you past that deer in headlights. I have to look at my paper when somebody says, oh, vai koinoa. Because when you look at your paper, sure, you get it. But when somebody asks you that, then it goes into deer in headlights. And we have to soothe that feeling so you can continue on in your language and go past this initial intro. Because you got it. It's simple. I know when you hear me say it, it's only 3 sentences, 3 questions, and 3 answers. You want to be able to say it on both sides. So thanks so much. You guys are doing awesome and amazing. And see you soon. Aloha.